Hello, welcome to Scott Bryant on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn and Instagram. And this video is all about online or on your phone fitness apps. Now don't be a twat and don't use a fitness app. And the reason why I'm saying this is because your kinesiology and your body is totally different to the body or the kinesiology on the fitness app app that you may have downloaded on your phone. And the reason why I'm saying this, I recently had a client and the client had 20 exercises to do for his chest in his program. Now this is completely wrong because it's too much physiological load on the chest muscle. The chest muscle or pectoral muscle as a pec minor, pec major, so you need to train both of them areas, and there was way too much reps, sets, loads, and didn't even talk about tempo. So when you're training your chest on a twat app, it should be like 5 sets maybe and 2 or 3 exercises, not 20. So this client come to me with serratus anterior pain, and we found out he had an upper cross syndrome with a lower cross syndrome and a sway back posture, forward head, inverted breathing patterns, and lots of issues. But he said, oh, because he downloaded the app online, he thought it would be fine. So after me educating him, he now understands that it's not fine. So it's really, really, really important that you don't use the twat apps in which to get yourself in shape. You can use it as a beginner thing, but really you need, in-depth coaching from a Czech practitioner master like myself, or you need to see a high-level trainer in which to help you get into shape. Now, many people I've seen people following apps in the gym now, and I think it's not correct because I see them doing the exercises fundamentally really badly and not doing them with good form or good technique. It's good that they're doing something in which to help themselves instead of paying for a trainer. But I would highly advise you to invest in a PT or a master Czech practitioner like myself, in which to really make sure that you get everything right and that you don't cause pain in the body. Okay. Now your body, it only takes 300 repetitions for it to remember something that you're doing. So if you do bench press 300 times over a course of a couple of months, but you're doing it badly or wrongly, you will think that you're doing it correctly because this is what the body will remember. Now, I can remember when I first got into the fitness industry and when I was walking the floor, one of the things we had to do was go round correcting people. Now, going round and correcting people never ever worked because the next day you see them doing exactly the same thing. They wouldn't listen to you and they felt like they knew it all, even though they'd not studied or learned the way in which to train themselves. So I got a bit defeated, so I stopped doing that, and I would go up to you and say you're doing the bench press badly. I would go, do you want any help with that? Do you need help, learning it better? But we can't do it just in one session. You need to book a session with me. So with the twat apps, they don't seem to know program design. They don't seem to know rep sets, loads and tempo. So the tempo is the speed of movement that you push the weight. So if you were doing chest press and you wanted power, you would do one push and 1 down. Now, if you were doing endurance, you might do 1, 2, 3, pause at the top, 1, 2, 3, back down again. So, and then you've got the reps. If you're going into 1 to 6, say, or 1 is power and strength, 6 is more strength, 8 to 12 is hypertrophy, which means muscle gain, which will take about 8 weeks. And then you've got endurance training, which will be 15 to 20 reps, but you'll only do 4 sets at a max. But if you're doing hypertrophy training, you'd go a little bit lighter and you might do 5 or 6 sets, depending on what your body can handle. So you need to make sure that you're measuring what weight you're lifting, you're measuring what reps, sets, loads and tempos, and what you can see in the mirror is what you go by, whether it's working or not. Okay? Unfortunately, if anybody knows of a good app, please comment down below, and I'm more than happy to look at it and give my review on your workout or fitness app. Now, you've got these things that you can wear around your wrist that tell you how many steps you've made and all that. Well, you know what I mean? If you've made enough steps, you should be tired and feel it. Why would you register how many steps you've taken in a whole day when it has no relevance? Really, you need to, if you've done like 10 million steps in one day, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, it's about you adjusting your diet and training with education and not overtraining yourself, which many people do. They overtrain in the gym. Not very rarely do I see people undertrain. I see more of them overtrain, and that's why they can't get the results of strength or losing body fat or getting more defined. And I was chatting to a guy at my gym on yesterday, and I was doing 180, 190 deadlift, and I was doing cable pulling of about 70 kilos, and then I was doing abdominal work. And I see him doing this tricep exercise, which he found quite difficult to do. Maybe he didn't warm up, or maybe he was really fatigued from his workout that he'd done at the beginning. But we both said, like he said, Scott, what's your age? And I said, I'm 49 and I'm training really hard in which to gain a little bit of muscle and keep muscle mass on the body. Remember that as soon as you stop doing it, you lose it. I've had 3-week rest or a 3-month rest. That's the longest time I've had out, and I really felt my body change. My back got weaker, my muscles started switching off, and the body just doesn't like it when you don't exercise. So really, having a fitness app is better than having nothing, and wearing that watch thing that tells you how many steps you've done and what the weather is and all that bollocks, which is a con. Would you want to know what the weather is? It's on your iPhone. But when it comes to steps, it's not the amount of steps you do, it's what you do out of your normal routine. So if I walk to work every day and it takes me an hour or 2 hours, my body will adjust to that once I've done it for 4 weeks. So then you need to up it and change it in which to keep the body changing. The same as if you do the same bench press exercise for 5 years, don't expect to get growth, don't expect to get more defined or more ripped, because you're doing the same thing week in, week out. They found that interval training is absolutely fantastic for the body in which to lose body fat, increase growth hormone, and help your body in which to get fitter and stay fit. Now, you've got HIIT training, which is for 15 minutes. Now, I agree with that and I don't agree with that. When I go and train, I'm in the gym for about 20 minutes, but I'm doing a 10-minute stretch warm-up type thing. So my workout time, like lifting weights, is probably 20 to 15 minutes, depending on how I'm feeling. I always listen to my body. So if my body is saying to me, Scott, slow down or end your session, get out of the gym, that's what I do. Sometimes I go in the gym and I'm absolutely knackered and I come out of there buzzing my knickers off. And another time I might go in the gym and have loads of energy, train for longer and feel worse the next day. So it's all about balancing out and listening to your body as much as you can. I find that when I do 1 rep maximum training in which to get my strength increased, I find if I have a longer rest period of 5 to 6 days, I'll go in the gym and I'll be much, much stronger. But if I go in the gym too early, after that 1 rep maximum, I find that my energy and my strength depletes. So you need to find what really works for you, and this is what you're not going to get on the apps. And if you're like in most gyms, like I've seen at the gym that I use and other gyms where I've gone and trained, they'll have this circuit class with like 90, fucking 300 exercises, or they'll have a circuit class with, way too many exercises. So these clients are getting too tired, too stressed, and too fatigued. Now, I've been working in the fitness industry for 20 years, and I've worked with lots of different clients, and I found the check system to be absolutely amazing. It's always worked for my clients. But obviously, it's all about, getting that balance right of diet, lifestyle, and exercise. Once you've got all things right, then you'll find that your body will keep changing, keep improving, and you'll keep getting stronger. And remember that when you're looking at an app, if they're not looking at your biochemical individuality, then you may get some real problems later on. Like this client was doing 20 different exercises on his chest. He didn't even have a chest. You know what I mean? It's like if you've got like a 50-inch chest and you're doing 20 exercises, then maybe it might work. But he didn't have that at all. But his hormones are at their peak in his 20s, so he could really, really do some wonderful things. But it takes consistency, it takes regularity of training, and not quitting. A lot of people, within 3 months, they stop going to the gym for about 10 weeks, and then they'll go back into the gym, wonder why they're weaker, and they've lost all their gains. So it's all about consistency and never giving up and keep going. So you can read about some of the pros and cons of fitness in my new book, Holistic Health for Proper Geezers, Classy Ladies, Get the Body and Fitness You Want. So you can purchase that on Amazon and many, many other bookstores for $6.99. So you're looking at a coffee and a cake. So I'm stopping you from going into adrenal fatigue, and I'm helping you not get fat by you reading my book. My second book will be coming out later on next year, and that book is all about dyslexia, the brain, and how you can power up your brain using diet, lifestyle, as well as using new different technology if you're dyslexic to help you learn, study, and achieve as much as what I've achieved in my 20 years of being a trainer, coach, nutritionist or nutrition person, and sports massage therapist, and an author. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. So if you know of an app that you think is brilliant, please post it below. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please like and press the bell button so you get updates on a regular basis. But I wouldn't have an app on my phone apart from the Czech Institute, PT Enhance has got a brilliant app, but the only something that you can download and see how to do your program. But the pitfall of it, there's no sound. So because the words are coming up on how to do it, if you're somebody that needs to listen to how to do exercise, it ain't going to work for you. Well, it didn't work for me, so I don't use it anymore. But I highly recommend it. The program that they've got online is really, really good for you to design your clients' programs, as well as keep your programs online. I do this all on my computer, because if PT Enhance doesn't work, then you can't get into your programs. Highly frustrating, blah, blah, blah. So I found it much easier in which to do my own programs, keep them on my computer. Then I'm not having to pay out huge amounts of money in which to keep my programs online, where I can just do it on my computer. So I hope you're having a wonderful week and a wonderful day, and please subscribe. So let me know if you know of a fitness app that you think is really good, that can really help people get stronger, fitter, faster and leaner, and then I'll have a look at it and I'll let you know what I think. So thanks very much for listening to me today, and video number 7 is why people, don't seem to get programs when they're in the gym, and why it's really important. It should be mandatory for everybody. Unfortunately, I don't see anybody, virtually zero people, or 1%, not even 1%, having a program when they go in the gym. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye bye.